S&P, so much for that whole correction thing. We dropped 5%, already back up. We even sneeze tomorrow. We'll be at all-time highs. Absolutely ridiculous. We had PPI data. That was the red candle here. We actually sold off pretty decently. I told my chat I was going to delete that zone. Sorry. Just didn't get around to it. And the market makers just didn't get the heads up from me. So they thought we were holding that zone. Pushed it right back up. Are there going to be sellers right up here? I'm sure. Probably a bunch of shorts right here. When you have this all-time high scenario, just know that a lot of people are probably short with a stop right above there because everyone the risk will just favor the downside instead. So it's almost textbook. You'll get an order to push it just a little bit higher. Those stops tag sends it a little bit higher. So if you're going to go short, just be prepared for that so you're not one of those people. We do have CPI tomorrow. Now, I am curious. I'll be on the lookout for if this is I call it the volleyball spike. When there's two sets of news, like news comes out, then Powell talks after, and you just get once, because in volleyball, you got to set it, and then you spike that thing right back down. So I am short. Let's get to the NASDAQ. Expected moves, we're doing nothing. Okay, so I'm short. We actually did close outside of that range. I added on to my shorts at the end of the day, and I did that for not too average down. I think it's incredibly silly when people do that. Again, it's like getting mugged, and the person says, "Give me your wallet," and then you offer them your phone. You're like, hang on a second, I got the brand new iPhone. Keys are in my back pocket. Did you want the rest, or did you just want my wallet? Adding on, dumb. But just for the sake of doing it because you're red. But would I have gone short regardless, whether I was in it or not? It's kind of always my question. The answer is yes. So I did add on. So if we do sell off tomorrow, to be honest, it's probably going to be one of those trades where I get out and I'm just less red. So pull back into that zone would be cool. An absolute meltdown and breakdown would be phenomenal. Then I would just make, a whole bunch of money. I like coming on here saying that a lot better than I do. I took an L because I was short the market and it went up. But that's kind of where I stand right now, almost at all-time highs. I think I'm done shorting the market in general. Plenty of short plays over here and in here. So this is the first time I've really probably taken an L on this. And I say that a lot. Like, what's the worst that could happen? You bought the peak, you shorted that at the wrong time. Now I'm short, kind of playing this trend until you take that loss, and then it's time to turn around. So that's what I'll do. So hopefully this pulls back. I make money on the shorts or break even or maybe just less red. That'd be cool. We'll see how it pans out. A red candle like this tomorrow, and I am green. At that point, I'm also buying the dip. At this point, I think it would be nuts to see us go from here to here, up to here, and then back down. We could pull back down to that zone. No muss, no fuss. That'd be just fine. Bulls are just fine. It would just be a buy the dip scenario. I do see Miss Rachel in here. It's the first time for her on this stream. Rachel, which one are you on? Is it Don Fron Trading or Power Zone? Pin, where I see pin is almost to all-time lows. Well, there's a lot of people that watch the Power Zone channel that might be in pin. And you might have seen me in the comments because, on Power Zone Trading, it used to be Brad, and then Brad Nye, and then he's just nowhere to be found. I do think he hasn't told me, but I think we officially got that he's done with stocks in general. But if you guys remember, I said I like DraftKings. He liked Penn. Just saying. Let's compare the two. Let's see. The Russell. I guess you just have to be bullish this. Everything about that just looks bullish. I wouldn't even short it.